Hi Equals, it's Kim. It is Monday, June 18th, and Columbus Pride is done. Actually, both prides are done. And I wanted to tell you a little bit. I shot some video over the weekend. I went this year just to have fun. I didn't work it this year like I usually do. My intent was to do the big gay dance party on Friday, which was actually a protest of sorts of Vice President Mike Pence's visit to Columbus that day. And then I planned to go with several friends to the parade. I thought I might stop by both prides, the actual festivals afterwards, and well, it was a really hot weekend, so I didn't get all of that done. But I do have some video for you that I did get, and we're going to talk about that. So first, start with a little video from Friday afternoon. Hi Equals, it's the big gay dance party to welcome Mike Pence to Columbus on the eve of Columbus Pride. Had to check it out. It was just probably too good an opportunity to miss. So I'll give you some shots from here, and it'll be the beginning to Pride weekend. Have a good one, Equals. So yeah, lots of protesters and lots of law enforcement. So the big gay dance party was held across the street from the Renaissance Hotel, which is where Vice President Mike Pence was speaking. And here's the Secret Service. I think they were watching us from the corner across the street. And then there were these two. So this is they called him Mike Hot Pence. I actually caught him from the waist up, so you don't see the hot pence, or that's a takeoff on hot pants, if you didn't catch it. So this is satire, folks. Take it in the fun that it was intended. So on Saturday morning, as I mentioned, I went with some friends for the first time ever that I've actually watched the entire Columbus Pride Parade. We happened to be standing where there was quite a party going on. I'll show you that here for a minute. Lots of announcers who announced every group that went by. One thing I noticed, it was very, very corporate. It's like every group was a business, which is nice to see, yes, but it was a business. There were some churches, sorry, a bug just bit me. There were some churches and a few gay bars, but the big ones I didn't see. A lot of the nonprofit organizations were also not in the parade this year. I believe they were at the festival, however. So I was a little disappointed. It was shorter this year than I've heard it's been, at least in time frame. But as far as I could tell, things went well. Interestingly, the drag queens who were doing the announcing were to this side of us at the parade, and then over on this side was the sharpshooter. Yeah, I've been in meetings before with the FBI and Homeland Security. What happened in Orlando with the Pulse nightclub has put events like Columbus Pride on the radar of FBI and Homeland Security for potential domestic terrorist attack. And so we get sharpshooters. After the Pride Parade, it was my intent. Actually, I decided at the parade that I wasn't going to go see the main Columbus Pride Festival, as I've been there before and seen it, but I was going to go over to the Community Pride. And interestingly, and I have to switch arms, one arm is getting sore. We'll switch over here. There we go. Interestingly, I couldn't get there. I tried. I had parked on one side of downtown Columbus, and when I tried to get to the other side, which is where the community pride was, all of the streets were shut down because of the main Columbus Pride Festival. There's a metaphor in there about being on the wrong side of the street, or you can't get there from here. But anyway, it was really hot. I got really frustrated with not being able to get where I wanted to go and ended up giving up. So I don't have a report for you about the Columbus Alternative Pride. All I saw was the parade and the Friday big gay dance party. By the way, I understand that you can get I saw you get a little tiny glimpse of me in a story that ABC6 did about that protest. So anyway, if you want to track that down, feel free. Otherwise, this is the end of my report from Pride. I did enjoy going with friends, but I was kind of disappointed by the parade. I wish it had been something other than just the companies, although I do appreciate them. By the way, I had to explain to some friends of mine, how do the corporations get involved like that? And so I was explaining that many of the corporations, it's their ERG, which stands for Employee Resource Group. So a lot of these corporations have an LGBT Employee Resource Group, and it's that group that's actually marching, them, their friends, that are marching in those parades. That might not be the case for every organization, but I think it's fairly true that the ERGs are kind of the driving force behind marching in the Pride Parade. If you didn't know that before, now you do. Anyway, I'm going to switch from prides. Well, coming up later this week, I'm going to be talking specifically about LGBT homelessness. But anytime you're talking about LGBT youth who are system involved, which could be the homelessness system, the foster care system, or the juvenile justice system, all three kind of tend to overlap. But so Friday morning, we'll be talking about homelessness in particular, and moving on to some other topics as we move into July. Have a great Pride season. If you're still going to Prides, I will be at Springfield Pride. Going to Prides yet this June, and there are Prides in July and August, by the way. July, I believe, is Mansfield. August is Toledo, and I probably have missed a few somewhere, but I'll try to keep you posted. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more, hit the red subscribe button. I'd love to have you as a subscriber so you can hear and be notified every time I put up a new video. Have a good June, equals. See you later.